Hello everyone and welcome into my Rise of Kingdoms video number 66. And with the ending of 2024 almost, like we have only one more day remaining, I actually thought about making a cool video about the biggest achievements of 2024 that I had in Rise of Kingdoms, as well as what exactly I'm hoping that 2025 is going to be for my account. So without further ado, let's get into this. The first one being the VIP 11 to VIP 14. I started this account in VIP 11 at the beginning of January, and now I'm finally VIP 14. What does VIP 14 mean for me? It finally means 3 legendary commander sculptures every single day, which I was really hoping to get this one, and it's really helping me a lot. Right now I actually have quite a bit golden sculptures, which before I was struggling a lot. Like whenever it came to new commanders, I was struggling with golden sculptures. I really couldn't maximize any of my commanders. I'm glad to see that now everything has changed. The second one being almost full legendary gear for 1 March. That as well, if you go into like my CPO, I started this year with a full epic build. Like I didn't have any golden stuff, nothing. Now we actually have almost a full golden build. The only one that besides I am missing the silent trial as well. I gotta do something about this one, but when it comes to the helmet, I actually have this one in my inventory. The only reason as to why I'm not crafting it right now is because I'm lacking 21 ore. At the moment I'm trying to grind to get that ore as fast as possible, and as soon as we get that ore, we are gonna hopefully we're gonna have like a golden helmet as well. The third achievement being from none to decent armament builds. If you go into like my armament build in here, I started this year with not having nothing. Like this, even though like it's not like the best armament information that you guys have seen, I promise you that this is 10x better of whatever I actually had at the beginning of the year. So I actually found some really good items, some really good descriptions. I managed to transform quite a bit of them, and of course like this one, as you can see, needs a lot of work. I need a transcriptions crystal in order to like change this one from archer to infantry, and hopefully I will be able to get this one as fast as possible. But overall, it's a huge leap for my account when it comes to the current armaments from what I had at the beginning of the year. Going into the other achievement, it's 2 chainy marches. I do finally have 2 chainy marches when it comes to like let's see, actually okay, I need to like recall one of my marches, but basically right now I actually have 2 chaining marches that I can use when it comes to my KVK, which really helps me a lot. Like the previous KVK, I only had 1 chaining march. It was a huge problem. Everything was super slow. In order for me to waste 1500 daily AP points, I needed to stay and grind for like 3 hours, because I do not like 5-man march. I actually prefer to maximize, or rather optimize, my action points and just like go for the chaining, but it really took a lot. Currently I have 2, and hopefully I will have 3 within the next year. Going to like the next achievement, let's see what the next achievement is 150 million plus kill points. To those who have actually been following me, this might like, a lot of you guys who have not been following my account might laugh at this, but a lot of you who have been following me, you already know the history behind my kill points. I started KVK 1 with only 7 million kill points. I did KVK 2 with another 7 million kill points, like a roundup of about 50 million. KVK 3, I managed to kill 15 million. I managed to get my kill points to 30 million. The 4th KVK, I managed to get my kill points to 60 million, and the 5th KVK, I managed to get my points to what we currently are, 157 million. So when I see my account from where we started to where we are going, every KVK that we have been doing from start to finish, it's always going better than the previous one, which actually shows that this account is actually growing at a really good rate. Even though we started slow, even though we are like a lot behind when it comes to like what we should be at this KVK 6, I still do believe that we are actually growing at a really fast rate. So I'm actually really happy about that. The last one is 1200 days of general speed ups. That as well, we finally have 1200 days of general speed ups, almost, of course. if I go into here, I look at my speed ups, I have almost 1200 days. We started this year with about 500 days. I believe that I gained about 700 days of general speed ups this year only. I'm actually really happy at that, because to all of you guys that you follow me into my live streams, you know that I'm currently looking to go for zenith of power. Well, not anytime soon, of course. I need at least 10 years of speed ups, which is about 3600 days, and it's probably going to take me about 1 or 2 years in order to gather that amount of speed ups. But I'm starting like 6 months ago. I haven't been using my general speed ups for nothing. Like, I'm just saving and saving and saving until it comes the time for me to go for a really good zenith of power with a really good city skin, which it's actually going to help me into the future. So those are like my main achievements of 2024. I'm actually really happy at how my account has progressed, the grinding and everything. It's finally showing off. We are actually able to go into a KVK and have a decent March to fight with, stuff that we didn't have a year ago. So I'm actually really happy about that. Now, going to 2025 though, we have a lot to achieve. So these are like the main goals of 2025. The main one being VIP 16. Currently, I am VIP 14. I'm looking to gain at least VIP 16 until the end of 2025. Now, I know that this is a huge leap. It's about 750,000 gems that I need, but I believe that I can definitely make it. Like, I know myself. I gather a lot of gems. I gather about 600 to 800 gems on a day, like on Home Kingdom, and I gather about 1,500 to 2,000 gems every single day on the Lost Kingdom. And if we include like plus all the events, all the achievements, everything that you have within a KVK or within different events, I do believe that it's possible to raise 700k gems before the 2025. So I do believe that VIP 16 is actually achievable within 2025. Next one being tier 5 units. Tier 5 units are really important. I currently do not have them. I'm looking to get my tier 5 inventory, which is my main priority at the moment, and I do have a lot of work to be doing in that. If I go into my main account, we have to actually upgrade all the buildings. I'm currently stuck at the castle. What you see, it's level 22 right now, and I need to upgrade to level 25. And I do need a lot of books of convenience, but I've actually decided that I will be using my gems in order to upgrade my castle and actually keep going. At the same time, I'm upgrading, as you can see, I'm upgrading all the current buildings that I need. I bought all the message blueprint, so now I have enough. Like, I spent about 60,000 gems or something like that when it comes to like all the blueprints that I need to get. So now we are upgrading everything at the same time. If needed, I will be using a lot of speed ups in order to like finish my economic tree, because you need to finish the economic tree before you can go into like the tier 5s. I do have a lot of work, but I do believe that this is definitely doable within 2025. Hopefully, I'm actually hoping to get my tier 5 within the next KVK, which is about 2 or 3 months from now, give or take. So I do believe that 2 or 3 months are actually enough for me to get this over with, but we will see. But this is definitely a goal for 2025. Going to the next one is +2 marches, a total of 3. When I talk about marches, I'm talking about fighting marches. So at the moment, I only have my CPO and my Liu Che, which is my only march. That's the only one that I have. I'm hoping that 2025 is going to be able to bring me 2 more marches, even though I might not be able to like complete them within 2025. I still do believe that I can take them to like a really good spot when they are actually usable on the fighting on fighting grounds. So +2 marches, what exactly is it that I'm hoping to achieving? Well, the second march, I'm actually really sure of what I'm going for. At the moment, I have my CPO and my Liu Che, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with CPO Ragnar for like the first march, and the second march is going to be my William Wallace and my Liu Che. And I do believe that these 2 marches are going to be great together. The third march, I'm a little bit unsure at the moment. I'm waiting for the new commanders. I'm waiting to see where the meta is going to bring us before I actually focus on that, because of course I need to get a second march going on before I focus on the third one. But this is like what exactly I'm like projecting myself that I'm going to be doing. Now, the next achievement is 700 million plus kill points. As you saw, I have 150 million at the moment, but we growing by the KVK. So every single KVK that we are doing a lot better than the previous one. I'm hoping that the current KVK that I'm in right now is going to prove to be the same story, where I actually get about 150 million kill points. Like, this is my goal for this KVK, at least, like the very least. The maximum or a good spot would be 2,500 million, but I believe that's going to be a little bit more difficult. That being said, I'm hoping that at least 150 million is going to be easily reachable, depending on how much fighting we got going on. But seeing this KVK, I do believe that there's going to be a lot of fighting. All sides look like they're really strong, and I believe that nobody is going to give up so easily with only like 3 or 4 hours of fighting in the map. Going to the next achievement, St. Peter's Basilica city skin. Yes, if you go like in here to give you like, most of you guys already know what exactly I'm talking about, but just to like give you like a sum up. So this is the St. Peter Basilica. Currently, since I'm going to be having like 2 infantry marches before I get the 3rd one, I believe that the St. Peter Basilica is going to be like a really good city skin for me. It's going to give me that infantry defense plus 10%. Of course, the commander XP gain is not important. It's definitely not important, but the infantry defense plus 10%. Now it's a lot. It's definitely a buff from what I'm currently using, which is my let's see if I can get it right. Currently I'm using my gingerbread house, which gives me like infantry health plus 5%, and while health is a little bit more important than the defense, the 10% defense is definitely more worth it than the 5% health in my opinion. So that's one of the achievements that I'm looking for. Of course, I did mention the Zenith of Power before, but I also mentioned that I need about 2000 more days of speed outs before I can take part into like a Zenith of Power. So of course, I cannot wait 2000 days. I'm sorry, I cannot wait like a year or 2 years before I get my Zenith of Power city skin. So that's why I'm focusing on the St. Peter Basilica for the moment, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be like a good, let's call like a mid skin before the final one. Going to the next achievement, it is the full fight tech. Yes, I believe I mentioned that I do need the full fight tech. Like there's a lot of stuff to be researching here. As you can see, like all of this, I need to finish my infantry, which is like the primary troops that I'm using, but at the same time I need to also finish my cavalry, my archers, and my siege. Now my siege, I'm not really sure about this. I know that there's a lot of guys who are actually doing great with siege, and honestly, if you get into like the equipment, siege is like really great. I believe that the siege actually has let's see if I can find like a siege march in here. But normally the highest that you can see buff from like infantry, it's like 10%. It's like 12%, 50%. But if you go into like, if you find like a siege one, it's like 20%. I just gotta find something with siege in here. Just a proof of point, basically. Come on. Siege unit attack plus 25%. I'm sorry, I believe that my numbers were wrong. So normally the other troops you might find like a max of 20%, but in the siege units you actually have plus 25% when it comes to the items. And I know that there's a lot of guys who are getting really positive trade with siege. If anything, my friend Payne sent me one. Now this with Ragnar, but he actually sent me a really good screenshot. And this guy was using like siege marchers. Look at this. This is actually crazy. So I don't know if I'm going to be focusing on my siege anytime soon, but I do know that it's definitely going to be something that needs to be researched in the future. Going to the next goal is a full fight tech. Oh, actually, sorry, I mentioned that it's 2,500 plus days of speed ups. The 2,500 plus days of speed ups is basically what you need. Okay, so I apologize for the rupture of the video. I just had some people coming to my room. The 2,500 days of speed ups is basically what I need in order to get myself into like a Zenith of Power. I'm hoping to like plus 3,000 days, but I'm hoping that at least by the end of 2025 I will be able to have plus 2,500 days of speed ups. I'm gonna try my best when it comes to like the on season and the off season to actually grind a lot when it comes to like the chaining of barbs and everything to increase them, and hopefully I'll be ready for like a Zenith of Power within a year. The other goal that we actually need to mention is the +2 farms. Now that I'll be having like tier 5 soonish, of course, because it's going to be one of the goals of 2025, I need more gold. As you know, tier 5 units actually spend a lot, like a huge amount of gold. At the moment I only have like 4 farms, one per each resource type. The way I use them, I have one which actually collects only food, one which collects only wood, another one for stone, and another one for the gold. But I'm actually really aware of how much gold the tier 5 units consume, so I definitely know that I need +2 other farms in order to actually keep up with the gold necessary in order to heal my tier 5s. The other one that I actually want to mention, and the last goal for 2025, is upgrade all farms to City Hall 24. The reason as to why I want to upgrade all the farms to City Hall 24, it's actually really easy. If you go to the market, I'm actually looking to decrease the tax. So if you go into like the trading post right here, at the moment actually I have my farms to like City Hall 22. I'm actually wasting 40% of my resources. Every single time that I'm sending resources per million, I'm losing 100 and 400 I'm sorry, 140,000 resources. If I take them to level 24, I'm looking to at least save another 40,000 resources per million. So I'm hoping that within 2025 I can actually upgrade all my current farms into like City Hall 24, plus actually add another +2 for the next year. So anyway guys, for the 4th interruption in a row, these were like my goals about the 2025, and I'm hoping to achieve all of them, but we will see. Hopefully 2025 is going to be a good year to us. And with this, I want to actually conclude the video, and I want to thank you all for actually stopping by and watching it. Thank you all, and I wish you all like a good 2025, and yeah, this is it for me. See you into the next one. Peace.